Hey guys, welcome back to CLOCKWISE Crypto. Hope you guys are moving forward in everything that you do. Dive right into the charts here, all technicals, and I'm going to go over why you really need to pay attention to who you're following when it comes to this TA stuff, guys. Everyone isn't a trader, okay? And I'm not necessarily saying I have all the answers, but I know what not to do for sure. So let's dive into it. Looking at Bitcoin, is at this level of resistance. If we look at CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin is at 43,963, and pretty much all the altcoins are either pulling back significantly or in limbo. No real movement. So this is telling times. This has been deemed a level of resistance here. We haven't moved that line. It's been bouncing off of this range here for almost over a month now. These are weekly candles, so over a month here, and it's extremely overbought right now. Extremely overbought. A pullback is likely, guys. A pullback is likely. I did see something. I did read an article here, and it said this may be a sell the news situation. I'm almost in agreement with that. Like, this is one of those scenarios where you should be just, if you're not like us, you're not. This is financial advice, but if you're not like us and you're not holding the bag for at least 12 months like we do, you had all this gain right here for over about 2 months of just bullish momentum. A lot of gains could have been made. This could be a time to take profit and to reevaluate your position, because everything seemingly overbought. Now, I did want to highlight this Twitter post right here, talking about divergence. We talk about divergence a lot on this channel when it comes to TA, just as another confirmation for our overall bias when it comes to what the price action, what the chart is showing us here. And this is just completely wrong. And I blotted out who it was from because I don't really want any smoke. I'm not looking for a battle, right, or to give anyone any bad press. But for me, it was looking at this, and this is why I think you should do your own homework when it comes to TA, because you'll be able to see that this is incorrect. Okay, so it's saying we revisit the bottom of the Bollinger Band, which is a wick. Okay, that's true. We still print hidden bullish divergence. Now, if you know anything about divergence, is a hidden bullish divergence is found when it's oversold. You don't find it in the middle of a chart like this. That's not how it prints out. Okay, that's not how it prints out. Hidden divergence is after something's been oversold, and on the oscillator, it's going to be less than 40. You're going to see it under 40. So right here, you see it's nowhere near 40. It's barely at halfway point. And if you can find this out, guys, just on that divergence cheat sheet. I found this for you guys. I wanted to share it with you just to show you can find this cheat sheet anywhere. So if you look at the bullish the divergence cheat sheet, you can see hidden bullish divergence, lower low. It's found on the bottom of an oscillator. That's just a preface, guys. You find it on the bottom of an oscillator. Things are tanking, and you can kind of get a head start looking at the oscillator and see that it's turning. Now, what we do see here, and I'll go back to the Twitter page real quick. I'll try to blot it out if I can. Oh, yep, still blotted out. Cool. What we can go back here, what we do see is divergence setting up for a drop, guys. And I'm okay with this. I don't, sometimes I think a lot of people on crypto YouTube, I would say YouTube and Twitter, just people fall in love with the project and don't see that it's a good, oops, I just showed it. Sorry. I showed them. I tried to hide it, but I just disagree. Okay. Either way. All right, whatever. I just showed it already. It doesn't even make a difference. Okay. But I disagree with this analysis. And this is why, because divergence is found on the bottom of a chart. Like, you don't put this in the middle of an oscillator. The oscillator is either overbought or oversold, and on the oscillator, you really want to look for the divergence when it's 80 to 100 or 20 to 0. Those are the ranges. You do not want to play in the middle. You do not want to play in the middle, just because anything can happen. A lot of indecision. Typically, when the oscillator reaches that overbought or oversold level, it's decision time. It's a change in a directional pattern. It's a break of market structure. Okay, a break structure. So sitting here looking at this H bar scenario. Now, when I see this, it looks fine. When I see this, it looks fine. But one thing that I'm paying attention to is the divergence. I'm seeing a hidden bearish. No, I'm sorry. I'm seeing bearish divergence, not hidden. I'm seeing bearish divergence on Bitcoin. Okay. This is exactly what I'm seeing. Now, we're on the weekly time frame. Okay. We can go to the daily time frame and possibly get a better idea about what's going on. Okay. We're seeing here, what I'm seeing is this heading down. We see it right here. And we also see this heading up. Okay. So when I look back, go to the divergence cheat sheet, and for really what I'm looking for is I see this going up, the oscillator going down. So I see the oscillator going down, and then I see this price action going up here. So we can move this around. We can take this off for a sec. Put this there. What do you see? That's what I see. It's right there. Boom. Okay. So if this, I see bearish divergence, you see this going up, this going down. Right here. I go to H bar. What do you think H bar is going to do if that happens? Okay. So H bar, I don't really see divergence on H bar. I don't see divergence on H bar, but I'm thinking, what do you really think is going to happen if Bitcoin plays out with this bearish divergence? Okay. So that's why I say, I think a lot of times we fall so in love with the project that you got to remember a long-term play. So even if I go to the daily time frame would have told us about this drop that was coming. And I think we talked about it earlier in the week. Expect a drop, right? You would have been able to catch this if you would have looked at divergence, because it was right here. Here we go. And you could have pulled this out. And I know this chart's messy. I wasn't planning on diving this deep into it, but you would have been able to catch that right there at this green wick right here. This last green wick that you see on the daily time frame, you'd have been able to catch that, saying, "Whoa, pay attention, pay attention." This drop wouldn't have been a surprise. Okay. So for me, hidden bullish divergence, I do not see that. Hidden bullish divergence here. Boom, 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 boom. On the oscillator, it needs to be oversold. If you go to, and I do appreciate, though, shout out to Crypto Troll. I do appreciate that he is on the daily time frame. That is that's in the right direction, guys. The fact that he's not showing anybody no 15-minute, 1 hour chart in crypto, it just does 30-minute. It doesn't cut it, guys. The market moves too fast for people to be on these low time frames, guys. It's too fast unless you're actively trading. But most of these guys are getting wrecked trading, and they're not telling you because your stop has to be so tight, because the moves are so vicious that you're getting whopped. Everyone's showing the wins, but I've seen no one's showing the losses. I've seen some crazy losses in crypto. I personally haven't yes, I've leverage traded crypto, guys, but my stops are so tight because how it moved. How it moves. So hidden bullish divergence, like I said again, guys, the oscillator needs to be between 20 and 10. When I say 20 and 10, what that means is, if you look here, hopefully you guys can see my mouse. So if you look here, right here, it needs to be, this is oversold. It needs to be right here. I have it marked at 25, right? So what I typically do when I'm trading Forex, I usually have it marked the lower band at 20, and then the high band will be at 80, so you can really see. So typically these numbers, and that's where it is actually, 80 and 20 right here. So I'm paying attention to these levels when I have the oscillator on my charts, because if it's over there, pay attention. We're over. Typically, if you're over 80, you're overbought, and if you're under 20, you're oversold. Okay. Right now we're nearing towards being overbought. Nothing is showing You know, and this is perfect divergence right here. It's perfect. You go by the wick, go wick to wick. All right, just go wick to wick on your lines. Go wick to wick and see where that takes you. So here we can line it up as best we can, and there we go. So what does this look like based off of this divergence cheat sheet? And that's going to be your answer. So that's how you play it. Right here is bearish divergence. You see it up is bearish divergence, guys. So how do you get, and I get how he got it, right? He's not thinking about the 80-20. You know, I think you're thinking about short-term plays. There's no scenario where this doesn't pull back, and it's just not, it's not printed hidden bullish divergence, guys. And you can go just do your own research, look at that divergence cheat sheet, and make the decision for yourself, guys. It's right there. It's free for everybody. You can just Google it. It's free for everyone. And, you know, I just wanted to highlight that. So let's dive in. I saw that and I was like, man, guys, this is terrible. But, you know, to each his own. Let's dive into the crypto fear greed. Fear greed index is neutral. Now, this is when that fear is coming in. You guys saw it. You guys saw it when, let's refresh it just to see. You guys saw it when it was completely bullish. Everyone's saying ETF. And I'm one of the only guys saying, guys, look, I don't see it. I don't see it. I see all the news. I see all the excitement. But I just had my alarms going off saying, look, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right. And, you know, of course, you know, my question is, how does the SEC approve something without regulatory clarity? And you can comment below and just let me know. Like, if you have a comment and let me know if you have a different, some type of different viewpoint on it. All I'm seeing is Bitcoin ETF this date. We'll see what the next 10 days look like. 9 to 10 days look like. But I just don't see it right now, but we'll see what happens. But I definitely wanted to just go over pure technical analysis. When we look at H bar doing the same thing, you would have caught H bar. You would have caught H bar's drop. You would have caught it easily. And this is what he's talking about. Hidden divert. There's nothing hidden here. There's nothing hidden here. And as of right now, we are almost overbought. I mean, sorry, almost oversold. If we look here, we didn't cross my threshold of 20 yet, but we're heading there. We're almost oversold, but there's nothing hidden about it. It's right there. And you would have saw the divergence right here to catch the drop. Now, if this thing drops the way it should, opportunity time, guys. Opportunity time, because the weekly time frame, I have this chart all jacked up. There's a lot of lines there. Let's clean it up while I have you guys on. Let's clean it up a little bit. I like the charts clean. I don't like all the extra lines, so I can see what's going on. I'll just remove this one too. I'll remove this line here too, so you guys can take a look and follow me along this journey. So I have this here because I'm expecting a drop here. So I'll actually leave this right here. And this is my chart. This is what I'm looking at. We can maybe move this up to this level here. This is a firm level of resistance. It looks like a lot of respect there, but a pullback, it looks, I mean, what else is there to say? Like, what bullish scenario without even the oscillator, without even looking at the bottom, what bullish scenario do you see here? I just want to ask you that. That's my question. These people doing TA, what you might see, one thing I could see, and this is a big if, is an inverted head and shoulders, maybe. And that's if we look at it from this point. We look at it here, come up here, and that's like sloppy. Like, that's like super sloppy with the neckline being right here. Super sloppy. With the necklines, super sloppy. That's a sloppy one, but that's the best case scenario I can squeeze in there. Maybe an inverted head and shoulders. I'm trying to find a bullish scenario. I'm trying to find a bullish scenario, and this can all change with an approval, guys. Like, I could be talking crazy, but this all changes with an approval. So if I can squeeze it in there, it's just, I'm trying to squeeze it. I'm trying to get an inverted head and shoulders. If you guys don't know what an inverted head and shoulders is, let me show you real quick. Let me show you an inverted head and shoulders pattern real quick. It is a bullish pattern, guys. So you hear me talking bearish all the time. It is a bullish pattern. So this will be a good one to show you. Let me visit here. Inverted head and shoulders. It's a bullish pattern. I'm trying to squeeze it onto this not Bitcoin. I'm trying to squeeze it onto the H-bar chart. And I can't really get it to make sense. I can't get it to where it's just so choppy, right? As much as I'm bullish on H-bar long term, I can't get it there. So this is what a inverted head and shoulders looks like. It's pretty much head and shoulders just flipped upside down. So it's bullish, pretty much the same thing, just going in the opposite direction. And I can't really get that neckline to make sense. So there's just a lot going on. And maybe if I'll even try to go to a higher time frame. So let's say I go to, let me go to H-bar. Let's say I go to, I'm already at the weekly. So like if I go to the monthly and try it. So the monthly looks a little bit better for a head and shoulders, which would be great, right? If I could squeeze it here and that bullish candle go down, boom. See here, it looks a lot better. Maybe if I can squeeze it in there, it just looks so ugly. It looks so ugly. But that's the best case scenario. And even there, you can see on the monthly, it's overbought. It's dangling near the overbought down here. It's dangling. It just missed the overbought. It touched it, actually. Did it touch it? It might have missed it by a point. It missed it by 5 points, like 0.05. It missed it being overbought. So that's the best case scenario that I could squeeze to fit a bullish narrative. Like I said, but that's not hidden. That's wide open, guys. You can see it. There's nothing hidden about that. It's there. So definitely wanted to spend some time with you guys. It's a longer video, 17 minutes, but we're just giving value, guys. Pay attention to who you listen to, guys. Pay attention, right? Everything we share and I share here at Clockwise Crypto is really a long-term play, right? Like a long-term play. Looking at H-bar, it broke a higher low point right here. Here's another confirmation that gets me on alert. It broke this level. When it breaks this level, that's breaking, and this is a daily time frame. So everything, when I say something broke, it's a big deal because it broke a level. It broke this step. So we'll call it a step, but it broke a higher low point, which is right here at 0.085. That was a higher low point. Broke through. So typically when it breaks that's a change in market structure, guys. We call it a break of structure. So it broke that structure where we were continuing up bullish, making these steps, and it broke the step. It broke the higher low point. And I'll circle the higher low point so you guys can study and learn TA. It broke this higher low point right here. Once this is broken, you should be on alert for this break of structure, because typically that means now we're heading bearish. Okay. Now it's not bearish overall. It's just bearish for this setup. Okay. For what the price is showing us right now. So with that being said, it broke market structure. There's nothing hidden there. It broke. You need to respect that it broke the higher low point and react and respond accordingly. Okay. A lot of times people get so caught up in being bullish about these projects. If you're taking the long-term approach, take advantage to accumulate more. So just wanted to dive into that there, guys. Hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.